Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia Parr. We can all catch our breath here momentarily. The Dodgers go into Philadelphia. They win each of the first two games of this NLDS. What a great pitcher's duel we had between Blake Snell and Jesus Luzardo. Scoreless going into the seventh. The Dodgers get 4 runs in the top of the seventh, 3 with 2 outs. Then in the ninth inning, with the Dodgers up 4-1, we had another roller coaster ride, Jerry. We've seen this Dodgers bullpen have its struggles down the stretch, and we did not see Roki Sasaki coming in for the ninth inning, at least to start it, but he was able to get the final out to finish it.
I am elated. Have I used that word before, elated, on air in the 12 years that I've been here, that we won this ball game? Dodgers up 2-0. Incredible job by Roki Sasaki. I will say this. I have to. I have to. You have a 3-run lead, you go to your closer. Guess who your closer is? Roki Sasaki. You have to go to your closer. Blake Treinen has been an absolute warrior. An absolute warrior. I love Blake Treinen. He's just had a tough time. A lot of pitches up in the zone. This actually was not a bad pitch. It really wasn't. You credit Nick Castellanos, who's a veteran guy, probably knew the breaking ball was coming. Guess on the breaking ball, was able to get the barrel to it, and then with this slide here, just able to get in. Now you have the tying run at second base. You see the swipe tag just a hair or two early to get Castellanos. He was safe. And Alex Vesia did a really good job thrusting in a tough situation. You know, you get this bunt down here. Great play by Max Muncy. Outstanding job. We work on this in spring training. Nomar, you know that. Outstanding job by Mookie Betts and Max Muncy to get the lead runner and know it's a tag play. Great job, Mookie Betts, to staying in there. And Nomar, I'll let you take it from here.
No, that's a critical play. I mean, this is a huge play in this game. But nonetheless, you go to Vesia. There's a base hit. Now they have first and third. And you know, shaking our heads. I think the Dodgers actually are extremely fortunate. Man. Dave Roberts is very lucky because, one, this was another great play here by Freddie Freeman going over to second base, but bringing in Sasaki where he should have started this inning, had a clean inning because, Jerry, you're right. He is your closer. Wow, you know, at this stage, with the struggles of the bullpen, he's your closer. Doesn't look like... Tommy Edman has a very good grip on that, and then Freddie Freeman, I mean, everything. You see the ground ball, I'm sure fans, you were feeling, okay, there's a ground ball, they got out of it, and then you see that ball go in the dirt, and then your heart skipped a beat. I know mine did, and then Freddie Freeman. But nonetheless, this is a time where, listen, this is just reality. You know you have struggles over the bullpen. This is exactly why you brought in Emmett Sheehan. Emmett Sheehan did it. Tremendous job backing up Snell, who was outstanding today. You don't want to give up such a performance. And everybody knows there's your closer. The other team knows it. Phillies know that's your closer as well. And they just saw him, and they're like, man, this guy is pretty good. He's got some stuff. And now all of a sudden you bring somebody else in. It gives them life in that over there in that dugout. They're going, great. It's not Roki. Hey, we can do something here because you know you have at least 3 batters that are going to face a guy who's been struggling. And they took it to him. They did exactly what they were supposed to do against this guy, and they had the chance. So I think the Dodgers were extremely lucky. You're right. We're happy they pulled that out. But we have to learn from this and say, listen, they cannot be doing this again, and that this is the way it just has to be. You have your guys. You're sticking starters in the bullpen for a reason because of those struggles. There's only a few guys that you can really, in a high-leverage situation that you go to, and you just got to ride that out. That's just reality now.
We do not win the World Series last year without Blake Treinen. Blake Treinen is an absolute dude. He wants the ball. He wants to be in that situation. But remember, he's battled injuries, not just this year, but really the last 4 or 5 years, and he's thrown a lot of innings. But like Nomar says, you have a 3-run lead in Philadelphia. The whole world knows you go to Roki Sasaki. Phillies know you're going to Roki Sasaki. And if I'm in that Philly dugout, Nomar, as soon as that happened, I'm like, oh my, he's not coming in? Immediately, that Philly bench, like, bro, they could have brought in 1958 Sandy Koufax. They don't want to see freaking Roki. You know what I'm saying? So you gave them energy and life, and you ignited that dugout. But they found a way to win the ball game. Outstanding job. The defense was outstanding. I think I've never seen Tommy Edman miss throw.
It looked like he did. It looked
I
like
think
he had
was
it.
losing the ball.
Yeah, it looked like it was in his palm.
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't have a grip on it.
Great play by Freddie Freeman. Again, listen, we are elated that the Dodgers won. They're up 2-0, trust me. But we were just shocked because we know what it's like being on the other side.
Yeah.
When you know that dude, you got King Kong over there, and Hiroki Sasaki, he ain't coming in, we got hope.
Yeah.
And as soon as it happened, I go, bro, I can't believe that he's not coming in. But now, listen, now we know, everybody knows Rocky's a closer. Okay, if we didn't learn that now,
well, he should
Rocky is from here on out.
Yes, it's okay.
He's that dude.
It's okay. Yeah,
he's that dude. Everybody knows it.
This is the way the game. This is the way the season has played out up to this point, and why he's your closer now. Just the same reason why you have stars. Just same reason why you have Clayton Kershaw, the great Clayton Kershaw, in the bullpen.
Yes.
Like we know why. We know why he's in there. It's understandable. He understands why. So. This is what you're supposed to be doing in those situations. You don't mess around. Here we go. This was an important win, you know, to come back with 2-0. So I'm glad they won.
I'm so glad that we're learning after a win.
Yeah.
Right. You know, in football, you have
easily been the other way.
You only play once a week. Yep. You can learn from winning. This is a great learning, and we're up 2-0.
Yep.
I'm so glad we're up 2-0.
Blake Snell goes.
Come back home and close it out, so we don't have to talk about this anymore.
And then Emmett Sheehan, a couple of innings, a nice bounce back performance from Sheehan. Let's hear from him right now with Kirsten Watson.
Emmett, first of all, just when you look at how this game closed out, Hiroki Sasaki, how he was able to come in, get that final out, just what does it say about him and how he's just been able to grow and improve in the bullpen?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's cool under pressure. He's been in these moments before, and yeah, he's unbelievable.
For you to come out of the bullpen, I know it's your second outing in the postseason, but just to get back on track, how the stuff was playing tonight, how much better did you feel?
It felt great. Yeah, the first one wasn't good, so it's nice to have a good one. This atmosphere is amazing, so it was a lot of fun.
You had to face the heart of the order. Just how did you navigate through them?
Kind of just stick to the plan, let Will call the game back there. He did a great job. And then, yeah, stay within myself and just, you know, stay calm.
Then Blake Snell, just what did he do to set the tone for the pitching staff really today?
He's unreal. He's nasty. Yeah, that's just who he is right there.
You guys are going back to LA with 2 wins at a best-of-5 series. Just how encouraging is that for this group as you guys get ready to head home?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, that was the goal, and we accomplished that, so it feels awesome.
Emmett, congratulations on this win tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, Emmett Sheehan talked about that bounce-back performance, and I think a lot of us were surprised. If you're not going to see Hiroki Sasaki in the 9th inning, we thought, well, maybe you just have Emmett Sheehan finish it off. He had only thrown 27 pitches to get through 2 innings, no mark. Yes, he did give up a run in the 8th inning, but he looked really good tonight. He looked like a guy who was built up as a starter who could have gotten this thing to the finish line.
He really did. What I liked is the way he went out there. He was attacking. He had some life on his fastball. He had a good break. And, yes, this was a bounce back, but I don't think we're really surprised that Emmett Sheehan can have a hiccup and then bounce back, because he's shown that. And we just love his demeanor on the mound. I mean, his mound presence, there's a confidence about him. That's why we love him so much. And, okay, you miss a couple of pitches, they got to him and they scored a run. But at the same time, they're going, okay, he still manages to have a huge, I mean, that's huge. To come after Schwarber right there with that fastball and look at him and then locate and then get Bryce Harper, like on those 2 pitches, that also gives him confidence. You saw him, so he's like, all right, I get out of this inning. You need me out there? I'm fine. I'm ready to go, because he had the Bulls. Because we've seen this from him over the course of the season. The season is telling you so much, good and bad, about your players, and we know that he can do it. So you're right, John. If it wasn't Roki coming out, like you understood if Sheehan was coming out and they were bringing in Roki, like absolutely, hey, high five and everything. But if you weren't going to him, maybe you think about the guy like Vessier, who can come in the middle, like you used him in case Emmett Sheehan then it gets any trouble, or you're going one of those 2. But at the same time, you're giving him a clean inning. If Roki was going to be a possibility at any point in this, then he should have just started the inning.
You said it right there, because Sheehan is starting to build steam. That fastball he threw to Kyle Schwarber, I mean, you don't really do that to him. 98 inner half with 2 strikes, blew him away, and then getting a weak pop-up from Bryce Harper, a 2-time MVP. After that, you can see the confidence really building. I thought maybe they run him back, but you got Roki. So we figured it's either going to be Sheehan to start the 9th or Roki get him a clean inning and let him close out the game. So, again, we said it earlier, Dodgers won the game. They're up 2-0. Well done.
Winning pitcher for the 2nd time this postseason is Blake Snell, Jerry. He goes 6 scoreless innings after throwing 7 shutout against the Phillies 19 days ago. He had nasty electric stuff once again in this game.
You know what's amazing? You know, I always, and Nomar, I know you do the same thing. I always kind of look at pitchers as a hitter. I try to kind of see, okay, how would I attack him? Boy, he is a nightmare for hitters, even righties. He'll cut that fastball at 97 miles an hour. Look at that changeup. It acts like a screwball at 84, by the way. That curveball, big league hitters the last couple of years hitting 111 off that curveball. So you have 3 pitches to really worry about. Look at that changeup there. So for him to go out there and really, you see the 4 base on balls, that's kind of misleading. He was kind of pitching around a couple different guys because he knew he circled a couple guys that I can't let beat me. But he went out there, 9 strikeouts in 6 innings and gave us a chance to win. Well done. He is definitely a dude.
He was tremendous, and I think it was extremely critical for their victory today, and not just for the obvious, because he goes out there and doesn't allow any runs. Obviously, that was integral. But in this crowd, Luzardo was creating momentum and the energy over there in that crowd as well, because he was going out there and putting up zeros, and he was shutting down this Dodger offense. He was stifling. He was on point, and you can feel the energy at that stadium every time he was closing out an inning. Every time he was bringing those guys in the back into the dugout so they can go out there and have a chance to score runs. So the energy there was building, and you needed somebody to go out there and stifle that, and Snell answered it each and every time. So to me, it was such a tremendous performance, even in the circumstances, and being over there and feeling that. So great job, Blake Snell.
I remember as a kid, I remember watching John Smoltz and Jack Morris. I think it was the 1991 World Series. Them just battling inning after inning. Guys were dominant one side. The next guy, here comes Jack Morris with that fork ball, dominant. They were dominant. Maybe they didn't pitch, obviously they didn't pitch as long as Jack and John Smoltz did, but they were equally as effective. 2 guys, and obviously we want the Dodgers to win, and we're rooting for the Dodgers, but you had to put respect. Jesus did an incredible job, man, against a hot Dodgers lineup, and I kind of texted you guys. I go, he must be hiding the ball or something, because the swings the Dodgers were taking, they weren't picking up the ball, so he was extremely effective. But the Dodgers battled and found a way to win, and that's the key in the postseason.
He was second in the National League in strikeouts.
There's
the
a reason.
Dodgers saw why tonight, because he was awfully difficult on them. But the Dodgers get the win. Will Smith came off the bench in this game, had a huge 2-run single in that 4-run 7th inning. He's standing by with Kirsten and the media.